Look at the Trailblazers, focused as they walked into the locker room earlier. Their job's basic tonight: get a W on their home court. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Portland Trailblazers going up against the Detroit Pistons. Alongside Grant Hill and Brent Barry, I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Brian, the Blazers have had some bold moves to create flexibility and go younger. Anthony Simons said, "We've been very resilient and we're sticking with it. All tied together, feeding off of each other, playing free, playing loose, playing hard. And that's all we need." Guys, back to you.
Well, he's been a big part of it, Allie. Thanks a lot. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
A look at the Pistons starting group. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Isaiah Stewart out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's Duren in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. And here's Simons. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it in from the elbow. Here's Thibault. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. And here's Cunningham. The 3. Rebounded by Nurkic.
All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but they decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but BA, how do you get full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster, and we'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on Dame time.
That one's off. Good on the second one.
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
Here's Ivy. Now Bogdanovic. Here's Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. Bogdanovic, no good. So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovic. Now here's Stewart. Bogdanovic on the wing. Covered by Thibault. Bogdanovic, that's good.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Lillard finds Simons. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Simons has great confidence in shooting that 3 ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, Grant, looking at the career of Bojan Bogdanovic, he's been so steady.
Yes, he has, B.A. He's really Mr. Consistency. Always averages double figures, always shoots it well from 3. Bojan can play the 3 or the 4, someone you can really rely on as a teammate.
first one at the line is good. Well, Brent, Portland has made a name for itself as a perennial contender.
Well, the recent success started with Dame, and with the exception of his rookie year, they've made the playoffs every year since, except last year when he was hurt. So Lillard has single-handedly changed Blazers basketball.
And so Bogdanovich nails them both.
You look at the Pistons, and this team has been trying to build something here. He's been struggling to do so as of late, but first pick in Cade Cunningham, a really huge draft in 2022 with some young talent coming in. This is a very young, very exciting team now.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Just getting it to the ready-to-fire guy is great recognition from Cade.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Pass to Graham. Lillard outside. Now here's Thibault. Pulls up. That shot off.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Right, and the Pistons have had several very high draft picks, Brent. And so far, the pieces they've added just haven't totally meshed together.
Well, maybe from the previous year's BA, but I think the combination that they put together for this upcoming season and moving forward is going to really gel and produce some excitement for this fan base in Detroit.
No good on that one. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, BA, they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
And he's good on the second. Well, Grant Ivey gets a lot of attention for his scoring, but he can also lock you down at the other end.
Oh, yes, he can, BA. He's big, active, and athletic, too. A strong on-ball defender as well. He'll also jump passing lanes, causing deflections. He looks to flip turnovers into points.
And Simon's doing a good job operating and getting to his spot in the mid-range.
Pass to Ivey. Back to Cunningham. And there's the foul. It's on Anthony Simons. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
Reddish is checked in for Portland. Pass delivers. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Cameron Reddish. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star, but for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Pass to Burks. Here's Livers. Shoots. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And there's a layup by Wiseman. Nice.
And Wiseman just has that great rebounding range to be in there and make something happen for a second chance bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Lillard passes to Reddish. Here's Sharp, defended by Burks. Sharp, no good. But how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Now here's Burks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Outside Burks. Back to Wiseman. Over Sharp. 4 on the clock. And it's Wiseman missing. Portland leading. Left side Reddish. It's deflected. We've got 1:08 left in the opening quarter. Wiseman with it. It's tipped. Lillard against Tays. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
No fear as Lillard approaches that shot.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, he's clearly not satisfied with the lead they have. Took it to the rack. It would not be denied.
Pass to Bagley. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And again, the Pistons missing. Portland has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Outside Reddish. Here's Sharp. Lillard outside. Back to Eubanks. Shoots over Burks. Another one falls for Portland.
Well, all eyes on Lillard defensively, and that causes a big-time breakdown, and he's quick to take advantage.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, leading by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Time to get loud for your Blazers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second. It's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Duran out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Here's Ivy. Back to Stewart. Pass to Duran. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Grant outside. Here's Sharp. Back to Grant. Over Bogdanovich. That shot, no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way. And while the Pistons need to improve at both ends, Brent, offense is where they've struggled the most.
Yeah, last season near the bottom in field goal percentage and three-point percentage. They've got the playmakers, but they've got to convert and finish off those plays to get more consistent on the offensive end.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. So he gets them both. Thibault, he's checked in for Sharp.
Matisse Thibault.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Bogdanovich against Grant. Good D by Bogdanovich.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Back to Cunningham. Pass to Bogdanovich. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Trailblazers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. And Grant gets it to go.
No doubt that Jeremy Grant wants to become a better shooter, showing signs of progress in his catch-and-shoot game.
Outside Bogdanovich. Here's Duran, defended by Nurkic. Pass to Bogdanovich. Doesn't go that time. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Simons against Cunningham. Grant outside. Shoots over Stewart. And it's Portland scoring again.
That's a lot of hard work in the offseason for Jeremy Grant to become better at the mid-range, finding some footing there.
Bogdanovich finds Cunningham. To the left wing. Pass to Duran. Outside Bogdanovich. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Here are the Blazers with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. And Grant gets it to go.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Detroit calls timeout. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you.
Let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazers answer.
So for the Blazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Lillard subbed in for Watford. And here's Stewart. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Oh, nice shot by Ivy.
Look, if you're a big man that feeds the little guy, man, you deserve the ball back. Nice look from Stewart.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
And with a drive like that, you have to ignore the scoreboard and just appreciate the energy he's still playing with.
Outside Thibault, pass to Lillard. Outside Thibault, 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Simon. 10 points for him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Little's checked in for Portland. Reddish comes in for Simons. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Wiseman. Back to Hayes. To the middle.
2 minutes remaining.
And Wiseman the bucket on the assist by Hayes.
Killian Hayes is a PG and he's got vision, so you get open, he'll find you.
Outside Reddish. And here's Grant from the arc. And it's Wiseman with the rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Hayes. Outside Bagley. Back to Hayes. Down low. Here's Wiseman. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They led by as many as 18. Wiseman against Reddish. Here's Graham. Tipped.
Don't want to go inside with the height and reach of Marvin Bagley around.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Burks, he's checked in for Joseph. .114 left in the second period. And the Pistons shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Burks passes to Hayes. Now Bagley lets it go from 14. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Outside Reddish. Lillard against Hayes. Three-pointer Sharp. No good that time. And the Pistons going the other way now. Pass to Hayes. We've got 33 seconds left in the half. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
You know, Bagley can really get up and extend.
Here's Lillard. And the dunk by Lillard.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
17 seconds left in the first half. Outside Burks. Pass to Wiseman. Now here's Hayes. Fires the three. The shot no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here now with Dwayne Casey. Coach, how do you assess your shot selection and your decision-making offensively?
Well, we had some good looks. We just got to make sure we keep our poise and composure and knock them down. We had some good looks. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of juice, a lot of speed, a lot of quickness. We made some mistakes defensively, not matching up quick enough. So, again, we got to keep our composure and stay with our game plan defensively.
Good luck. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 14. Kenny, how'd you see it?
Well, they killed it on the glass, and they did it with high-level fundamentals, blocking out, maintaining position, and going up strong to the basket. If they board like that in the second half, this league will continue to grow.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
I know it's not the case, but it seemed like they were lacking on the offensive game. Maybe some guys were improvising when they should have been making the next pass. But hey, not looking good out there.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Time to get loud for your...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Simons, he's been playing really well.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. 2 open that time. Made it look easy. Bogdanovich has got 7 points in the game.
Just smart decisions, as Cunningham did a great job of setting his guy up.
Simons up top. Back to Thibault. Pass to Simons. Fires the 3. A rebound by Stewart. Well, Detroit's shooting a low 28% so far in this one.
And the big man, Isaiah Stewart, just relied upon to bring physicality and aggression to the floor, something he does well.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic 2-handed slam. Out left to the wing. Simons up top. 10 points for him. To the paint. Lillard. And a nice finish on the layup. He has 6. And Stewart is one of those guys that you can count on to provide energy.
No doubt, BA, he's going to crash the glass. He's going to be ferocious down there. And I like how he focuses on taking higher percentage shots.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Stewart. Here's Ivy. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Simons. That one off the back iron and out. And they recover it.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Nurkic finds Simons. Over Ivy. That one's wide left. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. And he's going for the oop here.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. Lillard passes to Thibault. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Oh, we're going to see an ejection here, guys. Oh, boy. That's his second flagrant 1 foul of the game, and that's going to do it.
And, B.A., that's an early into the game for him after 2 aggressive fouls. He was really pushing it out there and paid the price.
You know, the refs were not being punitive with those flagrant foul calls. You have to protect the safety of the other players. Joseph is checked in for the Pistons. That's good from Nurkic.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Nurkic is focused on trying to make the job of his teammates easier. He works so hard on the glass and setting screens. Tons of dirty work that Nurkic finds himself involved in.
Watford's checked in for Portland. Shoots from the right block. No good, off the front rim. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team. And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Here's Nurkic. And Nurkic throws it down.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, with the yearly roster moves, it might be hard for the casual fan to keep track. But Commissioner Silver said it's a necessary side effect. He said, quote, "We tried to tie performance to pay in a closer way, and I think that's what you see with shorter contracts." Brian, more player movement has been the result.
Yeah, good point, Allie. Thanks. Nurkic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Got to put a body on Nurkic. Just too big down low.
And the Pistons call time here.
And Nurkic, one of the tough guys that you rely on out there. You know, scary injury for him back in 2019, but able to overcome that roadblock and get himself back and healthy.
We're looking for the loudest fans in the building. It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers. It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers. To get loud for your Blazer dancers.
For the Trailblazers, Little's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Reddish comes in for Grant, and it's Sharp in for Damian Lillard. Hayes finds Wiseman.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hayes. Lays it up and banks it in. Hayes has got his first 2 points.
A little bit of contact on that shot, but Killian has the strength to get through it.
Here's Simons, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on James Wiseman.
So we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year. And this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
He misses the free throw. And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about NBA that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. He's very good at it at a young age.
And the Pistons making a change here. Burks is checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Simons showing he can be a capable scorer, but there's still some potential upside with his playmaking. This guy is growing in his confidence.
Back to Burks. Pass to Livers. Hayes with it. All alone. They grab their own miss. Here's Bagley, and here's Wiseman. Another shot. No good. The Trailblazers have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. The drive by Simons. Portland again missing. For Detroit, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Pass to Livers. Now Burks. Bagley finds Burks. And Watford pulls it down. And Portland's shooting just about 33% since this second half started. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Portland, Sharp. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. So he makes 1 of 2, and the second one misses. The Pistons shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Pass to Burks. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Portland's shooting at about 44% so far. Hayes against Simons. Pulls it from the top of the key. That one no good. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for Detroit, it's Cunningham and Ivy at the 1 and the 2. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Isaiah Stewart. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. And here's Grant from the arc. The Pistons clear it. Left side Bogdanovic. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Personal foul.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
The first one falls. Thibault, he's checked in for Eubanks. He's off on the second. Well, the Trailblazers shooting about 41%. Looking to get back on track. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse, and he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
And he drops the first.
Jeremy Grant came into the league as a defensive specialist, just really long and gangly, but after leaving Philly, he thrived as a role player on both the Thunder and the Denver Nuggets.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. And for Grant, in 2020, he wanted the opportunity to finally be the focal point on offense.
NBA, he got that chance. He averaged 10.5 points in his first 6 seasons, and then he jacked that number up to over 22 points a game in his debut season with Detroit. I guarantee you the Blazers are looking for that kind of production alongside Dame Lillard.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And with some of the deepest range in the league, Lillard has a ton of room behind the arc.
Cunningham passes to Bogdanovich. Now here's Wiseman, defended by Nurkic. Here's Ivy. Pass to Stewart. Shot clock at 3. Here's Bogdanovich. Lillard pulls down the board. Lillard's got his 4th rebound in this one. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
Second team foul. At the line for Portland, Matisse Thybulle taking 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. That's off as well, so he misses both. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And that one drops for him.
Well, any possession that ends in a shot from that range after good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
You're toasting the defense and getting it close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Lillard outside. Here's Sharp. Gets some space and buries the jumper. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Here's Stewart. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Portland the other way. They led by as many as 18. Here's Grant. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Wiseman inside, defended by Lillard. And that one's good. Wiseman.
And Wiseman showing off his power that time.
The Trailblazers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Lillard outside. Pass to Nurkic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Portland, Yusuf, 2 shots.
That free throw misses. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons checked in. He does not get the second one. Well, Detroit's shooting at about 34% here in this game. Cunningham against Lillard. Inside, Ivy. And it's Portland with a rebound. Nurkic just got his 8th rebound here tonight. Simons outside. The 3 is up. Rebounded by the Pistons. Wiseman's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Cunningham. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Anthony Simons.
Cunningham, close to 6'8". He's such a tough cover for bigger guys with how mobile he is. Love him attacking in this mindset.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Cunningham.
The drive to be great is something that Cade Cunningham quietly possesses, and he has all the tools to be a very special player.
Both free throws good from Cunningham.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Lillard against Cunningham. 4-3. They get it back. For Detroit, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the 4th. And Thibault comes to help. Stewart. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists now in this one.
Let the big man eat. Stewart just aggressive and confident down there in the post.
Lillard with the ball. Picked up by Cunningham. To the inside. Here's Wiseman. Rebounded by Nurkic. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Pass to Thibault. Now here's Lillard. Oh, they need this. The rebound by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Bojan Bogdanovich. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
The team's struggling to come back. He really wanted all of those free throws.
Back to Lillard. Over Cunningham. Portland again missing. And here's Detroit. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Wiseman passed to Cunningham. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, he had a wide open shot, but instead he tried to do a crowd-pleasing circus act there, and as much as I like juggling, that's not effective.
And Lillard gets it to go.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
So no problem for Portland as they get the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
To support your team.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce.
And we'll
Allie.
see you at the next sporting event.
Dame, for those of us watching, what does it feel like to be in a shooting groove like you were in tonight?
It feels like a workout. You know, when I'm doing my summertime workouts, even after practice sometimes, I'm just trying to get hot, you know, trying to get that rhythm. And that's what it feels like, you know, when you hold yourself to that standard of just making shots, being consistent at it and just getting hot, you know, and that's kind of what it felt like.
I can guarantee you none of our workouts feel like that, but thanks for the show tonight, Dame.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and our entire 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.